Greetings Earthlings, I'm out on the Skirrid again. It's a Sunday morning, mid-Sunday morning. I've got 13 kilograms in my pack, which is about 26 pounds. Just out for a training hike, getting ready for the Pacific Crest Trail. My lips are numb, so I can't say Pacific Crest Trail. Okay, let's shoot a bit of video and then we'll talk about the things I'm looking forward to. So there's a really good YouTuber called Jay Wanders Out. You should go and follow him. He's done the Pacific Crest Trail, Continental Divide Trail. He's doing the AT this year, so he's a good vlog to follow. But he's just done a video, things he's looking forward to on the Appalachian Trail. And I thought, oh yeah, what am I actually looking forward to? You know, I've got a general sense of, woohoo, let's go. But and the first thing that came to my mind, a bit weird, is the actual monument itself. It's a good structure, whoever designed it. It's kind of like columnar basalt, like on Devil's Stockpile and Devil's Causeway in Ireland. And it's also a bit like the Fortress of Solitude, you know, Superman's hideaway. And it's also like a kind of like challenging symbol. You start here, off you go. And then obviously there's the matching one on the Canadian border. So yeah, I'm looking forward to being there at that monument. And it'll be a bit weird because I'll be there, and how long I'll be there I don't know, but I'll never be there again. And that's the sort of thing you feel like on these sort of trails, I think, because there's so many amazing places. You can't stay there all day and look at them all. You can't stay there all week. You can't be there, and you'll never be there again. And that's why it's good to take video as well. So I'm looking forward to that, yeah. Will I get to the one in Canada? Let's find out. So the next thing I'm looking forward to is the desert itself. I've been out in the desert in the Middle East, out in the Western Desert in Egypt, out in the desert in Jordan. Very different kind of desert to what we'll be seeing in South California, and there's going to be 700 miles of it, so 2 months traveling through the desert. It's not something I'm used to or know anything about. I've been trying to do my research, but I'm sure I'm going to have a shock when I get there, especially as starting mid-March. It's not going to be classic desert conditions. It's going to be, I mean, there might still be snowstorms at that point. It'll definitely be freezing rain, and it'll be cooking me as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I mean, all this different geology, terrain, goes from sandy scrub up to snow-capped mountains. Got the San Jacinto mountain range to cope with, which at that time will be snow. So I'll be having my ice axe and my microspikes some point before then. Again, that's something I'm not used to. It's going to be an adventure, that's for sure. Yeah, all the strange plants, all the weird little animals, all the geological formations. I think it's going to be really good and really different for me. So yeah, that's going to be great. Looking forward to that. Third thing I'm looking forward to, which sort of leads on from the desert, is the stars. It's going to be super clear nights. There's going to be, well, maybe zero light pollution in some areas, but the light pollution is going to be very low. So we're going to get some great star vistas, shooting stars, constellations. I had a really good telescope for a while, so I know my way around the sky a little bit. I'm really looking forward to that. I used to have a big Agnes tent, and if you didn't have the fly sheet on that, you could look up to the sky through your mosquito netting. But I've swapped now for a single skin tent, and you can't do that, which is a bit of a shame. But I think, yeah, I think I'll be sleeping out, cowboy camping quite a few nights, so it should be good. Oh, Jesus. Right. Right, what are we on now? Number 4? Yeah, number 4. Bears. Really looking forward to seeing some bears. I was lucky enough to see a few over the years when I used to hike back in the noughties. They're kind of a natural encounter that very tantalising, as in you want to see them, but you don't want to be too close because you don't want to get in trouble, but you want to be close because you want to get a good look, because they're amazing to look at. So every time you see one, you always want to see one again, but you don't want to see one again, but you do, but you're not too sure what's going to happen. Now luckily there's no grizzlies on the Pacific Crest Trail, so hopefully I do get to see some. They're just going to run away anyway and just going to leave me wanting to see another one. But you know, I'm not stupid. I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to enjoy the little glimpses I get, and that'll be that. But yeah, that would be great. Mountain lions on the other hand. Oh wait, talking of wild animals, there's a deadly natural encounter going on here. If these girls want to gang up on you, you haven't got much chance. Yeah, mountain lions, no thanks. Again, I'd like to see one. I don't want to see one. Yeah, I'd like to see one. Potential for carnage is huge though, isn't it? Nah. Alright, back on the trail. Number 5 is side quests. There's a few common side quests on the PCT, I guess. One of them, the main one's climbing Mount Whitney, which is a hell of a climb, a real mountain to get up. A lot of people use that as the main side trip. I'm not sure if I'm going to go up there or not, because I've got a bit of unfinished business in the Sierra. When I was younger, I came over from the UK to climb up Matterhorn in the Sierra. It's just northwest of Tuolumne Meadows, I think. Flew from the UK, got a bus out to Reno, hitched to Lee Vining and Bridgeport, got out on the mountain, and I didn't know what I was doing at all because there was so much snow. And this is, you know, pre-internet really. There's so much snow I couldn't get up there. Like I got as far where the snowbank started. There was no way, it was steep and icy. There was no way I was getting up there. I considered like chopping some branches and turning them into kind of like ice spikes so I could climb, but it was way too dangerous. It was ridiculous. I did, but you know, you didn't want to give up after coming all this way. So anyway, I couldn't get up there. I didn't know you needed crampons and ice axes. So I just hiked around that area and ended up down on the Pacific Crest Trail, and that's where I found out about the Pacific Crest Trail actually. I was on that trip. So I think I'd like to do that. Yeah, I'd like to do that. Maybe 2 days, a day there, camp, day up to the top. I think, I haven't looked at the map properly, so it might be 3 days. That'll be a good side trip, I like that. Be some kind of, like I say, some kind of unfinished business. Although I'm not overly, it's not tearing at me or eating me up inside or anything like that. But it's one of the mountains that Jack Kerouac and Gary Snyder climbed in the book Dharma Bums. If you read the book, it's the first one they go up. There's always been one of my favourite books, that. So the other mountain they went up is also near the PCT in the North Cascades on the Canadian border, Desolation Peak. I've been up there, that was great. So yeah, that's my side quest. That'll be good, a good adventure. Okay, I think we're on number 6. Number 6 is small towns. Every sort of 5 to 6 days there's a town that you can hitch to, hike to or hitch to, resupply, have a rest, renew your gear, have a motel, whatever you need to do. Some of these towns look great. I'm looking forward to, you know, diner life and stuff in my face because I know I'll be starving. Some have got great names, you know. There's the obvious one, Idlewild, and then there's a place called Golden Trout Lake, something like that. There's other places like VVR, which is like a little resort on a lake you can get to by boat, which is hiker friendly. That'll be great. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to those stops. I'm sure I'll be needing a good rest. And the food situation, well, I'm quite looking forward to be able to stuff my face and not feel bad about it. Yeah, that'll be good. finally, what I'm really looking forward to most is just having some peace and quiet. I really can't wait to just spend such a long time on my own. I know there'll be other hikers doing the trail and I'll be busy in the touristy spots, but I will get to have a lot of time on my own. I know there's some hikers coming now. I'm going to stop talking a minute, I'll be back now. Alright, yeah, so looking forward to that. Going to experiment with some meditation as well. I think it would be ideal out there to start learning that. I'm looking forward to all the weird things that come out of your psyche and your consciousness when you're on your own and hiking. I remember just things used to appear in your head that you hadn't thought about for years and years. Getting songs stuck in your head, and yeah, I'm looking forward to all that. It's going to be great. So yeah, that's all the things I'm looking forward to.